it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the...
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Jerry and Jamie 2 Up. I'm Jerry.
And I'm Jamie.
And we are on episode number 16.
Wow.
Not too shabby so far. So I don't know about you guys, but the weather here has been amazing.
This week.
It's been really good. Well, yeah. We're going over we're getting ready to go to the ByWay Boogie. The weather looks like it's going to be fantastic for that.
Yes.
We have both been fighting off a little bit of crud. So if you hear us hack or whatever, there's a reason why. But as you guys know, we try to do this show 30, 35, 40 minutes. Try not to waste your time too much. And we're going to go ahead and get started. And so the first thing we're going to do is we'll talk about, we're going to have some opening thoughts. Then we're going to look at the first look motorcycle that we do every week. And then I don't know about you guys, but EICMA, the motorcycle show in Italy, is going on, and it's huge and it's awesome. And some really cool bikes are coming out of there. So we're going to fly through those a little bit. We're going to talk about the ByWay Boogie. And then I'm going to start showing you guys places to visit when you come to Star in 2026. So we're going to kind of highlight certain areas of things that you might want to go to and check out. And then our topic for the day is going to be cold weather riding tips, because we're getting ready to get into that season. Some of you are already in the season, but us down here in the South, we don't have to worry about that too much.
No.
It does get cold here, but we can ride pretty much year round. We just have to park the bikes every once in a while. Jamie's voice has been out, so she's kind of raspy a little bit. She's got that smoker's voice going on.
So, yeah, if you remember last Wednesday, I wasn't able to be on the podcast, but I came in late, and it's actually a good thing I couldn't be on it, because I lost my voice that night at conferences, and then I didn't have a voice for Thursday, Friday teaching or Monday, Tuesday teaching.
It's been horrible around here. So quiet and everything. I didn't say that out loud. Then we're going to talk about Jamie's going to be talking about taking her scooter for the first time on a rally by herself. Well, not by herself. She'll be with me, but and then we'll finish up. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So, folks, the first thing I want to check out is this MV Agusta Brutale. I love MV Agusta because I think they look amazing. But this bike is a piece of art.
That whole pipe system looks rather interesting.
I mean, it is
triple pipe.
Yeah, that bike is badass.
Okay.
It looks really good.
I like the color.
Yeah, just a beautiful machine.
It looks like a beast.
It is, and very exotic. So
it looks
parts
like a
and everything.
wasp.
But yeah, it's just a beautiful looking machine, and they've got a pretty cool video. We'll see if this works this week. So that's pretty cool.
So
And,
will that be the new Mission Impossible or James Bond bike?
No, because they
That looks
usually stick with
pretty-
Triumphs and everything.
That looks pretty
Um,
badass.
It is pretty badass, yeah. And I have to agree, it looked really good. So, but yeah, just really really neat looking motorcycle, and one of the bikes that you'll see at EICMA, also if you guys were there. So speaking of that, look at the. So it's not crazy, only 148 horsepower,
Only.
which 260 miles an hour. So I think it would do okay on the street. But all right, so EICMA is here, and EICMA, for those of you that don't know, it's an Italian motorcycle show, which is like where it kicks off the new motorcycle season for the world, and everybody and anybody that's a motorcycle manufacturer, they're there, and they introduce their new bikes there and everything. And
Okay.
there's been some really cool
Mhm.
bikes come out. Now, this is everybody, right? Chinese companies, German companies, everybody's there. So you pretty much see a whole bunch of stuff. And yesterday was the first day, so you get a lot of preliminary things coming out. So I'll kind of just look at a couple things that caught my eye. This is the new Honda CB1000 GT. So that is going to, of course, take on the Yamaha GT Tracer, the Suzuki GT. It's based on the 1000 Bandit platform, but it looks pretty good.
Mhm.
I don't know how much of a 2-up sport touring it would be, but for a 1-up person, it just depends on what the rear seat's going to look like and everything on there. But I do like the look of it.
I like the look of it. The rear seat, from what I can see, actually looks pretty comfortable. If it's anything like the NT, it would actually be okay.
Yeah, and but the bags looks like they're fully functional, which is good. Sometimes they try to make the panniers like kind of like they did on the Versus, where they look good on the bike, but you can't utilize all the space. And so Honda didn't do that this time. So then you've got this is really exciting, I think, is they took the SV650 frame and moved it up into a 700, and this is their little sport touring bike that's going to take on the Tracer 7 and the Triumph 660, that sort of thing.
I like the blue wheels.
Yeah, the V-Strom motor, basically. Yeah, it does look good.
It just looks like a really nice bike.
And depending on the price point, should be one of those cool bikes. You guys all know I'm a fanboy for Kawasaki, and so the Ninja 10R, this bike looks amazing. And they didn't have a lot of stats on the bike, but I'm sure it's a missile. But
It always looks so front heavy, and then like this, there's not much in the rear.
That's a nice passenger seat. That
No.
pillion seat looks really good.
No,
And then we've got the CF Moto, their 1000 MTX, which is kind of their first big time super sports bike. And it looks cool. It looks different.
what's with the wings up front?
So it's kind of funny you say that. Everybody's putting wings on their motorcycles. And for those of us that ride on the street, I don't know if we need wings.
That's the first one I've seen, and that looks really odd.
So the BMW, Ducati, everybody's going to the wing system. So, but it looks okay. This is the bike that's been getting a lot of pub at the show. So it's a new Honda 3-cylinder prototype. Everybody's been talking about it at the show.
Mhm.
There's going to be a whole lot more coming out about this, but
So is it going to stay a naked bike, or is
I don't know. It's just a prototype. So I think they're
Okay.
just featuring the engine for the most part.
Oh,
I think it's like hydrogen or something. I don't know. They've got a whole bunch of stuff going on with it. This is the bike that's getting a lot of attention from everybody, and this is the BMW 450. So now I did see some things come out on it. They say it's only going to weigh 395 pounds, which is very, very good. 45 horsepower, which, okay, that's fine. The KTM 390's got 44. And they're right around the same weight. The biggest concern is going to be price, and they still have a TBD on it. That always worries me with BMW when they put to be determined, because sometimes you just never know, right? With that, but the BMW 450 GS, I'm sure it's going to be a big seller. that market right now is really taking off with the KTM Adventure R and all that. Those that smaller ADV bike is really starting to take off. This is the new Aprilia ADV scooter. This is a 400, so I was showing it to Jamie. It actually, she might be able to sit on it. It's only got a 32-inch height, depending on how wide the seat. Our scooters are weird.
Yeah.
Because the seats are so wide.
Yeah, they tend to be very wide. That one actually looks fairly narrow. I kind of like the look of it.
Yeah, it looks really cool, and it would have a little more horsepower. Would be a little more roadworthy. It looks cool though.
It would allow me to get out on the freeways if I needed to.
If you needed to, but we don't ride enough on the freeway really. We try to stay away from that. But that's the new scooter, and then this is the QJ Motor, which is a Chinese company. It kind of caught my eye just because it looks pretty cool. It's based on a 650 frame, but again, the Chinese are serious. They're coming hardcore with all their motorcycles, and so we'll see how that goes.
It almost looks like they took an old RT and chopped off the tank. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. We're heading to the ByWay Boogie this weekend.
Tomorrow.
We're actually, going to leave in the morning.
Yeah.
We're trailering down. We've got the, I loaded up the KTM and the scooter today.
Yep.
We'll get up in the morning. We've got to do some finalized, pick up some food to go. We're going to be camping while we're there. So Brad Batchelor, we'll see you there. And Mark Brunk will be camping there. It's about 10 miles from the rally site. If you guys can still show up, you can still go on and register. Right now, I know Bob said that there's 46 people signed up. Ooh. So going to be a good crowd. So if you guys are in the area, stop by the ByWay Boogie in Hot Springs.
And the weather is supposed to be fantastic. It's supposed to be low to mid 70s on Friday and Saturday. Yeah. So, I mean, y'all, if you haven't signed up, you weren't sure of the weather, you weren't sure of things, it's going to be beautiful, and the colors are just starting to hit in that area, so it's going to be an absolutely amazing weekend.
It's going to be really, really nice. We're really looking forward to it. So if you guys get to make it, if you are there, come by and say hi to us. Make sure you say hi.
Yes.
So we're going to start doing a series where we're kind of showing off some of the things in Northwest Arkansas to go check out when you're here for STAR. And one of those areas is the War Eagle Mill. And it's one of the oldest mills in the country and operating mills. It still works. And War Eagle Bridge is there. It's an old time bridge. It's just a real pretty place. You can actually eat lunch and breakfast here, but it's a real pretty place. So you guys should mark that down. War Eagle Mill, and that'll be on the STAR website. If you go to ridemsta.com/STAR, you can already see the websites there, and we'll be adding more material as we get closer to the rally and that sort of thing. So
this is one of our favorite places for a breakfast or a lunch ride. It's in Hobbs State Park. It is absolutely beautiful.
And it's from Northwest Arkansas. You can be there in about an hour. Yeah, it's a good little ride for lunch and stuff. So this is our main topic for the day, and we're going to talk about cold weather riding. And now Jamie, she loves the cold.
It's not my favorite, to quote my daughter.
She kind of taps out when it gets to a certain temperature, like 40 and below. She's like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, peace out.
And I don't blame her. I mean, we don't have to ride when it's that cold, really. I'll do it if we're out and about or whatever, but I don't like to start in the cold. That drives me crazy. But I'm sure most of you guys know all these tips we're going to give you, but we just thought we'd kind of go over some of those and kind of tell you what we kind of do when we're riding in the cold. So the first thing we do is heated gear is awesome.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Don't put the pride aside and get heated gear. It will make a huge difference in your ride.
And the new stuff that's really good that we've started using is we don't even tether to the bike anymore. All this stuff has batteries that you can use inside, and the batteries last 5-6 hours. And it works great, and then you're not tethered to the bike, and it's real easy to charge. USB-C.
Yep.
You just do that. But again, it's one of the heated gears that really extends your riding season. I've never gone to the pants. I don't even have the gloves because I have heated grips.
Yeah.
But yeah, just having your core, like Jamie says, she just likes having her core warm.
Yeah, as long as my core is warm. Now that is all the times that I've been riding behind, with Jerry, because I do have him to block a lot of the air. But on my own scooter with the cooler temperatures, it'll be interesting. This weekend is going to be really nice, so I don't think I'm going to experience much of that. But those heated gloves, I don't know if they have battery operated gloves.
They do.
Well, we might need to start looking into that for me.
I think what we're going to do
is around the corner.
Yeah, I think what we're going to do for her is put heated grips on her scooter. I think that would be the way to go.
Yeah.
They just work so much better when you're out riding. So heated motorcycle gear is one of the ways to go. This is my favorite idea. Is I love layering clothes, because when you get riding, especially in the morning when it's cold, and the further you ride, you all of a sudden you get warmer, so you can start taking stuff off.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie calls it what do you call it? The Michelin.
Oh my God, the Michelin Man. If you layer up too much, you feel like the Michelin Man, or what did I say? The
Pillsbury Doughboy or whatever.
The marshmallow.
Marshmallow
The
Man,
Ghostbuster marshmallow dude.
And so, it's really nice having a good base layer. I like wearing a base layer and then my jacket. And if it gets really, really cold, throw your rain gear over your jacket, and that really helps a whole lot.
Yeah, and we use frog togs. For you ladies, I know we've started using. You ride with stuff from Cycle Gear, the warm cold out.
Oh yeah, kind of like the long johns and stuff like that.
Yeah. I tend to ride with Cuddle Duds, and it actually, I don't really even wear like the quilted liner or anything in the pants, and it's great.
Yeah.
Again, as long as my top is warm, I'm good.
Yeah, layering is the way to go. You really want to layer and make sure you do that.
It allows you to peel it off through the day as it warms up.
And then the next thing you can do, of course, on your motorcycle, you can get a bigger windscreen. I always ride with my windscreen up as high as I can in the wintertime. Hand guards really help because it keeps the air off your hands, which Jamie does have hand guards.
I do.
Yeah, so that'll help a little bit.
Yeah, and when I'm with him, he wears the heated vest or a heated jacket underneath, and so I tuck my hands in between us, and it warms him up.
And keeps handlebar cover, like hippo hands, stuff like that. If it's really cold, I'll use those. Heated hand grips are the best, right? And if you don't have them on your bike, Oxford makes a great, they're easy to put on. Now, I have heard people say heated seats are great. I've never had a bike with a heated seat.
No.
I think you would like to have a heated seat.
Oh, I would love one.
But we haven't had a motorcycle with heated seats and stuff like that.
No, and to be honest, we don't do that much cold weather riding, so it's not worth the extra cost.
I did see where somebody has even heated handrails for the passenger.
I think that was a BMW.
Yeah, so which is kind of cool. That's something new, right?
That would be okay, except for the fact that I don't hold on.
Well, right, but you might if you could stay warm.
Yeah,
you might hold on.
It would be against my legs. That might be worth looking at.
We're going to buy a $30,000 motorcycle so we can have. No, we're not. The hardest thing about riding in the cold to me is how you feel, right? If you get really cold, look, nothing's worse than cold and wet.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that is miserable. And we've all been there. We've all done that. And then wind chill is what really gets you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You start out like, I can see why Jamie, if it's 40 degrees outside and you're going 40 miles an hour, it feels like it's 27.
Yeah.
So I could see why she doesn't like to do that too much.
I bow out.
So it's one of those things that the wind chill really puts a big thing in you. You've got to make sure too that you're stopping pretty regularly and getting off and exercising and kind of doing that. You don't want to if you feel yourself having a hard time breathing, you know, you're getting lethargic, you got to really be careful there, because that's when you can really have some issues.
Yeah, and if you start the same thing with like shivering, if you're starting to physically shiver, then that's going to affect the way that you do everything. I mean, being able to control the bike and being comfortable with that. And I don't know, I know everybody's affected by the cold differently. If I get too cold to the bone, I can't warm up.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, and
So
I don't like getting wet. I don't mind being cold. I just don't like being cold and wet. Those
Yeah.
two, that's a bad combination. And then the last thing is you got to understand what the cold does to your bike, right? So cold tires are not a good thing, right? You got to really be careful on cold tires. You should do that anyhow. Anytime you take off, you shouldn't be going out the gate really fast and doing all that sort of thing. For all you guys that do that does not work, folks. So it may look cool, but it's not warming up your tires any more than just riding in a straight line warms up your tires. And then a couple things, if you got a bad battery or you've had your battery for a while, you need to check that before you go riding.
Mhm.
We've made that mistake. Because nothing zaps a battery faster than cold weather.
Well, and with the batteries, a lot of people don't think about it. And we got caught one time, I think it was with the newer Concord, the '08, the fob. If the battery in it is low,
Right.
it will not connect with the bike and it'll shut out on you.
Right. So, and that's another thing. So we did have somebody at Williamsport at Star, they lost their key. And one thing I will always say, folks, carry both keys with you.
Mm-hmm.
Not the same, have somebody else carrying it for you or have it in a different spot, but
Yeah.
make sure you have another key, because that could put a bummer to your trip really quick.
Have it somewhere in your luggage, someplace that is in a different spot.
Right. So again, that's just some, you guys already know all these tips, it's just one of those things that
just reminders.
This time of year, yeah, you just got to kind of. So now we're to the foot. So are you excited about going on your first
I am.
rally with this?
I am. It'll be interesting being in the driver's seat, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, the good news is we're trailering because we're camping.
Mm-hmm.
If we were riding, and it's not a long ride, it's only 3 hours to get down there, so 3.5 hours. Yeah. But we'll go riding on Friday and Saturday. We'll go do trips and stuff. I think we're gonna run we haven't been to Mount Magazine in a while, and since we never get down that area, we may do that. Maybe go over to Pettigene State Park. We don't do that often because it's a little further south than what we usually go.
Yep.
But I'm kind of looking forward to it. We're going to feature a video of just Jamie on her experience here. So we'll have a video for her and what she's thinking and all that. The cool thing is we will be next to Brad and Janine. I always get her name wrong. And she rides a scooter as well. So hopefully Brad and we all get to go out one day and ride. That'll be a lot of fun.
That would be fun.
And just do that. So I'm excited for her to get out on the bike. She hasn't rode it as much as she would like to. We were gone all summer, so it was just tough to do. But we'll see how she does this. I put air in the tire. She's all ready to go. And so it should be a great, great weekend. I'm
excited.
Really looking forward to it. So, well, folks, we've about come to the end. So next week we will be live again.
Yes.
Because we'll be here.
Yes.
I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about the ByWay Boogie a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what else. We may talk about riding gear, maybe for Jamie, because she has a hard time finding riding gear. So maybe we'll talk about her experiences, and maybe the ladies out there can help her figure some of that out. Gloves are a huge issue.
Yes. So I have little but chunky hands. So they're very short and they're meaty. That's
attractive.
I struggle to find gloves that will fit, because if I put them on to fit the width of my hand, then they're at least part of a digit too long. And it's just, it's crazy. So the gloves are a difficulty and boots are a difficulty. The others we have figured out now that I have actually found
Revit.
And I'm really happy with my Revit gear. I love the way it fits. And so if ladies, if you're shorter statured and you have short, small hands, let me know what gloves you use, because I just still cannot find any that I am 100% in love with.
And so yeah, we'll talk about some of that, and we'll talk about we're going to talk about some route planning, some of the stuff that we do for that. We did get some really good feedback about that, so you guys wanted to hear more about that, so we'll do some of that. And I guess that's about it.
Okay.
So we've been on here about 27 minutes, so pretty close to 30 minutes. So I guess we'll wrap this up. If you guys get a chance, do the YouTube stuff, ring the bell.
Ring the bell, give us a thumbs up, pass us to your friends. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It helps our channel. It helps us get content out to people like you. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much. We truly appreciate every single one of you. And we love being able to give you guys content. So continue making comments. Let us know what you want to hear, what you want to see.
Yep. Go check out our Jerry and Jamie 2 Up Facebook page as well. Yep. We've got that. And yeah, just, if you guys get a chance, just give us a thumbs up and all that sort of thing. So until next week, everybody, be safe, be kind, happy motorcycling.
Bye.
Bye. Now we're going to end the stream.